What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back, and today we are doing our tier list of all the new weapons we saw over the last 14 days. Monster Hunter Wilds had, if you didn't know, a preview for all the weapons that are going to be playing the game, and we finally saw all of them. So now what I want to do is just go ahead and have a friendly tier list of what I thought were the criteria will be weapons that were most changed, exciting, different, fresh, and how I feel the weapons are gonna rank overall when it comes to how people are gonna choose a weapon this time around. So we'll go ahead and get through it. If you have any, I guess, comment below your top 5 weapons, how you would rank them. Then we'll compare how I did them, and we'll just have fun in the comments after the video is posted. My family, without further ado, let's dive in. So we're just gonna go down the list. So when it comes to stylish, change, and damage output, which are our 3 categories, let's go down the list right here since it's already categorized for it. Make sure every weapon's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. All the weapons are here. Because sometimes they add, some people add like weapons from the past. If you want to do this tier list, you can go to tiers.com and just search Monster Hunter weapons and just pop up. We'll start with the bow. The bow. Oh my goodness. Wow. The bow. And the bow's already a really strong weapon because it shoots. It's so fast in terms of how fast it can damage application, and also too, bow typically is an elemental weapon because of the fact that not that you can't use raw, but it's strongest in elemental forms because you can just apply so much element to the weapon so quickly, and you can really take advantage of the monster's weaknesses. So if you want to play the game in the sense of actually going after the monster's weaknesses, then bow's a weapon for you. Specifically, if you like ranged weapons. But where it falls on the list, I don't think anyone would disagree with me when I say that it's an S tier weapon. The changes, you have the Dragon Dogma you have homing ammos. You have the Dragon Dogma spear where you can like hit the weak spots and just do a burster shot. It has an evasive dodge now. It already has fast mobility. The only thing I can see slowing this weapon down, if there's anything, is the requirements in order to get juicy damage, like the constitution, stamina surge, damage management, all those things that you need to make bow good is the only thing I can see slowing this weapon down. But this thing is just absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The changes came to it were like, wow. Wow. Absolutely wow. Evasive ability, style points, damage output, I just know this is probably one of the most hard-hitting weapons when Wilds comes out. Not saying all the weapons aren't gonna be good, because they did a really fantastic job. I just want to let that be clear that they did a fantastic job with the weapons. All the weapons are really good. I just feel like some of them are just like psh, above the list. So that's bow. Moving along, the next charge blade. Now charge blade is interesting. Some people are like, charge blade is already a perfect weapon. How can you evolve upon perfection? And charge blade is a good weapon. It's a technical weapon, and I was kind of curious to see what they were gonna do, because they had to find. I mean, the common theme I'm seeing with Wilds is it's gonna be cross-platform. It's gonna be a massive game for Capcom. This is gonna be their Elden Ring of Monster Hunters and really blow them up, because World did that, but World did that over time. I think Wilds has a good opportunity to explode initially, and they want the weapons to be, I don't want to say easier to get into. Yeah, I'll say that. They want the weapons to be more accessible, easier to get into. So I wasn't sure they're gonna make more combos of a charge blade that really kind of complex the weapon even more. But what it is opposite. They kind of gave you a couple more entry points into your bigger combos, give you some more options as far as like combos in sword axe and switch axe. I mean axe mode. And I think that's gonna be welcomed by the community, which I see it already is. But at the same time, for new players that want to play charge blade, I feel it's good. In terms of like, as far as a blowout for what we have in World, I gotta put this one in A. I think it's a great weapon. I think they did some good things to it. I don't feel like they took it next level because it's already a great weapon. But in terms of what they've done to like some of the other weapons compared to charge blade, simpler changes, but pretty standard good weapon. Dual blades. Oh my god, dual blades I think are just not even conversation. Dual blades are insane. Dual blades, along with bow, have some of the highest damage numbers possible, and not damage numbers, but fastest kill runs, because you just do so much damage so quickly. Same thing with blood bow. You apply the correct element to it, to the monster's weakness, and you just destroy. The evasive combo you get with dual blades now, it looks like an auto counter, kind of like we saw in Dragon Dogma if you play Thief, similar to that. But we have to wait and see if you have to like proc it like Foresight or just automatically does it. But we shall see. But the damage output, the combos, the mobility, this weapon is just on another level. On another level. Next, Greatsword. Greatsword, Greatsword, Greatsword. Greatsword is my second main weapon. My main weapons are, what is it, Longsword, Greatsword, Sword and Shield, Lance, Bow, Dual Blades. That's kind of where my ranking goes for my main weapons. Greatsword, I love Greatsword, juicy, thick damage. You know, just destroying the monster with your juicy combos. Greatsword not only benefited from some changes, but Greatsword benefited from the focus mode. Because now you can charge and change direction of your TCS, which is the biggest thing with Greatsword. So many times people would miss their strikes, and that's what made Greatsword such a hard weapon to use. You would miss your strikes, and people are like, oh man, if I'm missing my strikes, I'm not doing any damage, I'm not gonna use a weapon because it's so hard, I need to master the monster's moveset. Yes, but now you kind of have the option where you can move it, which makes it more accessible to people. And also too, has a new counter, that every weapon has a counter now, which is amazing. It has a new counter available to you, so the Greatsword is already a great weapon. It's took the next level. It's hard because the changes are good, but they're subtle. Is it there? It's kind of like in between A and S. Did it push all the way? The move is dope. Would it push it to S for me? I still think the changes, they're good. They're nice, welcome changes, just like the Charge Blade. I'll put them in the A. Nice, welcome Charge Blades. Changes. Gunlance. Gunlance is a weapon that was not necessarily used by the masses. It's a technical weapon. And I feel that they did some really impressive things to this weapon to change it. The drill mode, the counter, there's the dodges. I feel that I'm not a Gunlance main. I've only seen gameplay, but I was pretty excited after watching what they did to it. It's a defensive weapon that has explosive ends on it. A lot of booms. If you like a lot of booms, you want to play Gunlance. And if you want some defensive capabilities as well, that's important to recognize this weapon has that as well for you also. So for me, I'm going to put this weapon up here in S because sure, maybe the damage output might not be the greatest, might not compared to like Lance and Dual Blades and Bow, but just the sheer changes and excitement they brought to the weapon to make me say, damn, I think I might want to try Gunlance now. I think warrants it to be an S tier. I think they did a fantastic job with bringing this weapon to life. Hammer, oh god. Hammer is a weapon oh my god, I love Hammer. Once you get it down, it's just so juicy, keep does such good damage. They did a couple of things, and some things we gotta confirm. Because I'm not sure if you get hyper armor on their Big Bang attack, or that attack that they used was a weak tongue sweep that doesn't necessarily knock them over, but it knocked you over with Sword and Shield. So I'm not sure. We gotta wait and see before we can make any kind of finalized conclusions. But hyper armor would be dope, but also more importantly, you got the little switch, not the clutch claw dodge available to you to reposition yourself after you do your charges and get out of the way. Stop. Amazing. Big damage. Juicy. I love it. It's such a great weapon. What is this? Heavy Bowgun. Heavy Bowgun, another weapon that's super strong. Really strong. And does a lot of good damage, especially spread. We've seen the runs where they come in through and they destroy monsters like in a minute, because how much damage you can put out in such a short amount of time. The changes now, you get your energy shot, if I recall correctly. You shoot the enemy, you build up energy to use your energy shot as well, which is good, more ammo available to you. I think it's nice and welcomed. Mobility, I don't necessarily feel, I think it had a little bit more mobility now, but as far as changes, I feel like that weapon did good. It was one of the first weapons we saw. We were all super buzzed about the seeing content from Monster Hunter Wilds, but I feel like this one was okay. I feel like the changes here are okay. I will put that one as a B. Comment below. Maybe you could convince me to bring it higher based on some things I didn't forgot or missed. But I feel like it was good. It's good changes. Already a strong weapon, capable. But I feel like it wasn't like groundbreaking when it comes to like some of the things they did to make the weapon different in Wilds. It was already a good weapon. Hunting Horn. Hunting Horn is a weapon. I will not call it a support weapon. It's not a support weapon. I've got enough feedback from the community. It's not a support weapon. So Content Horn is moving into the main DPS weapon. You can also support your peers. You can also support yourself. You can buff. It's a good weapon to have complementary to your own main weapon. If you want to be a one weapon maxi, if I want to use Longsword, pull out the Hunting Horn, do my little then give myself some buffs, then switch to my Longsword, and I can just enjoy the buffs. Want to buff my party I'm playing with, I can do that. But Hunting Horn got some juicy changes to its combat as well. Also got their counter, so every weapon got a counter, so it's impressive. But everyone got one. It's a good weapon. The changes to it, I love it. I think they did a good job. I'll put it in the A category. I think it's good there. It's a Glaive. Instant Glaive is one weapon we saw earlier on. Some different and easier access to maintain your damage output from what I'm hearing and reading in my comment section from my videos. And the changes are good. Solid changes. You have some couple of new moves in there as well. I feel like they did a good. It was pretty nice. This weapon, one of the weapons that I never played, but a lot of people play, say they love it, enjoy it. I've always liked the more grounded gameplay, but a lot of people say this weapon is very, very satisfying to play. As far as changes, did it wow me? It was dope. It was also earlier into like the excitement of WoW's content, and I was like, that's amazing, everything's great. But then looking back at it and like, how did that weapon really do compared to the other weapons? And I feel like they really like transformed it. I think they added nice adjustments, nice to haves to it. Not necessarily like transform the weapon as much as some of the other things as well. So for that, it's hard. I kind of put this in between. I think I'll keep it here. It'd be like good. Like, this is insane, great. It's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I don't want people saying you thought it was bad. It's not bad. It's good. Damage output, stylish changes. I think it was good. Lance is a weapon that I played later on in my journey, about 6 months ago, and this is one of the weapons. I was doing a series where I was fighting fatalities of weapons I never fought before, and my goal was to beat them solo. And Lance was the first weapon that started off that series, and I feel like, man, this weapon is so underserved because I get it. On the surface, it does look boring. It doesn't. All right, I'm just gonna sit there and poke shield. But it's one situation. Once you get in there, it's intense because I think someone commented on my video saying that if you put your weapon away, you're doing it wrong. Meaning like you should always have your weapon up. You should always be on the defensive. You can play counter. They had a little clutch call counter to it as well, and also too like it's just a fun action-packed intense weapon that I didn't think I would enjoy much as I did, but I actually loved playing it. The changes they made here are some quality of life things to reposition yourself, to change yourself. Has some more counters in there as well, so you can really stay in the pocket. I put this one as A. Then the change they did to it are really good to make it a juicy weapon. Light Bowgun, I feel is going to be the most used secondary weapon because you can just jump on your sacred and just shoot. A lot of monsters doing some, monsters always have some ultimate where you're like, oh shit, let's run away. If you're in that situation, you can jump on your sacred, run around, run away, then doop from a distance and keep your damage up. So I think that's one thing that this weapon is really going to serve. As far as the changes, it has an energy blast as well. It looks like you can shoot while moving as well. That was some people were saying, some from the mains. But for me, I felt like the weapon was good, solid weapon, but the changes as far as like massive gameplay, it's fine. It was fine. Next, Longsword, my baby. Longsword. So Longsword's already juicy, already a super weapon. It's one of those situations where it's already a perfect weapon in world, and now there's improved upon it. So you have dual phase slashes, you have follow up for Helmbreaker, you have a Helmbreaker follow up as well. There's like 5 new moves they added to Longsword, and you have the Sakura slash. You have a lot of moves. So Longsword, as far as changes, I don't feel that they went insane like they did with Rise. When it came to Longsword, the changes there, and I get it. Trust me, I'm a Longsword main. I feel they did good. I feel they're really good. The damage output is gonna be great with Longsword. I already know this. Style points are gonna be there, great. I already know this. But as far as changes, that category that will make this weapon go into Infinity Beyond, I feel that I want to put it in the S weapon because I'm a Longsword main. I'm biased, I understand, but also too, I feel like they did a really good job. Just like along these weapons, they're already really good weapons. They took it to the next level. but it wasn't like game breaking changes. I mean, the helm breaker attack where you come down and slash again, felt those really good. We have more mobility while we're fighting as well, so we can like position ourselves differently. You can use our spirit combo to like move and adjust where we need to go. But I felt like those were all like great additives to the weapon, not necessarily like ground breaking. So I feel comfortable, even though it's my main, I feel comfortable building the longsword here in A in terms of like changes in this game from world to wilds. I know a lot of people can be like, what? Nani? But that's where I'm at. Switch axe. Oh my god. Switch axe. And switch axe is a weapon because it's funny to me. When I first started playing World, I played with dual blades, and I switched to charge blade, and I went to switch axe for a good part of my portion in my playstyle. And I found longsword. Because funny enough, first time I played longsword, I didn't like it. I was like, what is it? This weapon feels weird. Until I learned the weapon, that's when I was like, oh my god, I love this weapon. So switch axe is one that and the changes here were insane. The counters are dope. The focus mode is nice. Also too, the getting your Z charge off in more options is amazing. It's just the combos and the breakout and how they change the weapon. It's S. It's already a strong weapon, but the changes they did to make this weapon more accessible. This is also one of those like low-key complicated weapons, but they're not at the same time. Things they did to make it more accessible, and the combos and the power output is amazing. So I'll put that up in the S tier. Last weapon, sword and shield. Sword and shield was a pocket great sword. It's a stupid, disgusting, strong weapon. I feel that what they did now is they made some nice changes to it. You have your Shoryuken's shield bash down in your focus mode. You have your there's another new move. You go up and you slam your weapon down. We have our counters, which you already had as well. So I feel like it was a good weapon, a strong weapon. Underestimated weapon. A lot of people are like, this is a starting support weapon. It can be, but it can be a massive damage dealer if you build your build correctly. Changes, I'm gonna put in an A. I feel changes were nice additions to the weapon, bring more people in, but I feel like in this situation, that's where I would put it. And this is my list. This is my list of what I feel that how the weapons played out. And comment below where you came. I think I came from a very level-headed approach. I can see these top weapons being destroyed. I mean, all the weapons are going to do well. I can see in terms of like damage output, I know these are going to perform. But as far as like the big category to our tier list, it's changes from previous game. Which ones do they like tune and they like turned it up? I felt they turned up a lot. Yeah, they turned up a lot. How about? It's funny because like hammer, maybe not as much. It can kind of go here as well, but the hammer, being able to have hyper armor on your big bang attack, being able to dodge, sling yourself across the map to protect yourself and also reposition yourself is amazing. So this is my list. Comment below what you thought some of the lists are, what your top 5 weapons would have been if you were to rank them being number 1, that your top 5 weapons overall that you put in your ass category. Comment below what you thought they were. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Tomorrow they're gonna be dropping. They're gonna be at the Gamescom showdown. So I'm excited to see what new content's available. Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna be available to play at Gamescom. So super excited for those that are gonna get a chance to go and check it out live. But I'll be here. We'll have some more time. We'll have some more stuff over the weekend. Black Wukong's coming out, so I'm playing down the channel as well, so look out for that. Family, stay smooth. Until next time, dear gamers, signing out.